was a kid, frozen TV dinners were so Jetsons modern, so evocative of the sitcom life I thought I wanted, that they surpassed Whitman's chocolates and Hostess cupcakes in the hierarchy of favorite food treats. Frozen dinners became desirable for the same reason most such things do. They were practically forbidden. They appeared only when my parents went out for the evening, and since that rarely came to pass, my 3 brothers and I were lucky if we got to have our very own foil trays of highly processed food twice a year. Of course, the fact that watching television was itself strictly rationed added to the tremendous appeal of TV dinners. With the parents gone, there was no one to stop us from plopping ourselves in front of the small screen. The set itself had been relegated to the basement, where it stayed off far more than on. Family meals were eaten upstairs, in the dining room, around a big oval table, accompanied by an attempt at intellectual conversation. Eating in front of the boob tube, or even within earshot of it, was just not done. Once the parents actually left the house, my brothers and I couldn't get the foil trays into the oven fast enough. Ensconced in front of the TV, we'd compare. Most of us opted for the fried chicken, which we deemed a great deal, with 3 pieces that claimed the largest real estate on the tray: a breast half, wing, and drumstick. It was way more than what we got when my mother oven fried the parts from a scrawny 2.5-pound chicken to serve 6. My bookworm brother, a quiet rebel, chose the beef, an oval hunk of chopped sirloin that looked gross to my tween eyes, with its murky, dull brown gravy clinging to the meat even after a stint in the oven. The apple dessert was my only disappointment. According to my food rules, if it isn't chocolate, it isn't dessert. What we all agreed upon was that we loved how the mashed potatoes conformed exactly to the dimensions of their section, as if they'd been mechanically squirted in. They were. To us, the dinners were the epitome of technological perfection. And although we ate with gusto, I don't remember thinking it was the best chicken I'd ever had. Novelty superseded taste. We feasted because we knew we wouldn't get an opportunity like this again for a long time. Looking back on those frozen meals, I'm aghast that I actually yearned for them. But then no one in the family expected Miss Picky Eater to end up at cooking school in Paris and eventually a long career at Gourmet magazine. The girl who once considered Oreos a main course awakened her more adult taste buds in France to the delights of gratin dauphinoise, boeuf bourguignon, and poulet provençal. Do I cook that way at home now? If you think gourmet cooking is synonymous with fancy French food, then no. But if you believe gourmet means delicious meals prepared from scratch using the freshest ingredients, then a hearty yes. Once I had kids of my own, I was cooking for a sit-down dinner with placemats and candles every night, and rationing the TV, just like my parents. Unlike my parents, though, my husband and I instituted a weekly movie night with our 2 girls. Okay, so we were technically still in front of the TV, but it was a carefully selected VCR or DVD, not a sitcom. We could hit pause on the remote for conversation. And instead of frozen dinners on foil trays, we balanced china plates of real food on our laps, eating a postmodern Jetsons TV dinner of meatloaf made from grass-fed beef, scalloped potatoes, and sautéed kale, topped off with homemade brownies made from scratch.